Okay. Hopefully a lot of you are watching the video that I put up, the recorded video. At least I hope, so that you'll know where we're going with this. You know, I was going to wait a few hours. Hi Big D. I was going to wait a few hours before I actually put this live stream up, but I think it's just too important, you know. Let me give you a little background again as to what happened, and I talk about it on the video Trump attacks the NWO. Okay, it's covered there, but let me say it again. Back when this whole Q thing started, we noticed that there were numbers at the bottom of some of the posts, and it said 420 or 41020. And a lot of people figured that since he also had the alphabet there, A, B, C, D, that those were correlations with the English alphabet. In other words, so it would spell out DJT, Donald J. Trump. But you know, I've had a lot of experience, as I say in that video that I put up, Trump attacks the NWO, especially knowing that this involves Jews and Christians and Islam and all of that. So I knew that there was some other deeper meaning. So I looked at that, and I won't tell you again who I sent it to, but I sent some information to a person on YouTube and on Twitter and said, look, you know, these numbers mean something more. It would be too obvious that it's DJT. That's too simple. It's okay at one level of meaning, but I know that there are many levels of meaning in these things. I've been at it for a long time. So I'm a little out of breath. I've been running around. So that's kind of the background. And then, you know, we see Trump drink the water out of the Fiji bottle on Wednesday. So this morning, you know, I get up and I'm doing my normal stuff. You know, I'm checking the news and things. And I keep having this thing in the back of my head. I need to do a video on 41020. It keeps going over my head, over and over and over in my head. And I'm going, no, 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 that's crazy. You know, don't do that. People won't want to listen to this. I have a very good friend in California. He says, you know, just keep it on the easy stuff, Roy. Just keep it on the easy stuff. Don't immerse people in all this really deep stuff. But so I'm thinking that, and I think, no, I've got to do this. I've got to do it. So, you know, I sit down and I go ahead and I start doing the video, okay? I run into some problems right off the bat. You know, some technical difficulties. My computer hangs up. It locks up. Some other things occur. And it takes me longer than normal to make it, okay? I finally get to the processing point, you know, where I'm editing it in, you know, to get it ready to load onto YouTube. And that goes pretty smoothly, not too bad. So I finally get the final product out, and so I want it to go fast. So the modem I have available to me here, it's just not fast enough. I'd be here for hours uploading that. So I head on down to Starbucks, and, you know, I'm uploading it. Well, again, I'm on YouTube and it won't let me on. I keep trying to get on YouTube, it won't let me on. It keeps saying that, you know, there's a connection problem and all this, and I'm going, holy cow. I won't tell you all the other things that happened, but I just say that, you know, I finally got it to start to upload. So I sit back and relax, and I'm going to watch this, and then I see it, and I get my phone out and I'm checking Twitter while the video's uploading on YouTube, and lo and behold, here's this tweet from Jordan Sather that the Rothschild helicopter just crashed in Britain. And I just go, whoa, that's crazy. That's absolute. If I had gotten my video up a half hour to an hour earlier, I would have beaten that news. That's how crazy this is. All right, so if you've watched the video, Trump attacks the New World Order, you got to see that before you really understand what I'm going to show you here. But I told you, and I've told other people, that 41020 meant something more in another code. And Hebrew is a code. We're dealing with Jews. We're dealing with Christians, okay? So what I did is I knew what it meant. And I'm going to show you here right now. Remember, 41020 is what Q said, which obviously would have come from Donald Trump as well. There are also the numerical values of his initials. Okay, so here we go. I hope you can see this. Let me see if I can move this over so it's not in the way of people that are trying to get... Here, let me see if I can move this over just a little bit so that the chat room doesn't have a problem. Okay, can you see that now? Is that a little better? Let me move it this way. Hold on a second. I should have figured all this out first, right? Because I know that that's going to be a problem with the chats coming up there. I don't know what you guys see, but I'm figuring it's on that side. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what Q did was he wrote down 4, 10, 20. And then on another one he did 4, 10, 20, and he put down A, B, C, D, E. And of course, if you do that numerically in the English alphabet, that's D, J, T, right? Well, I looked at that and I said, nah, there's got to be another level of meaning here. What else could it be? So knowing that Hebrew reads from right to left, I reversed it, okay? And I said, what it really must be is 20, 10, 40, which in the Hebrew alphabet is Kaf, which means cup of the hand, Yod, which means another hand, Dalet means a door. So the word, if you pronounce it in Hebrew, means, it sounds like this, keyed, keyed. That's how it would sound, okay? What does it mean in Hebrew? Well, the first thing I do is I use a thing called Notaricon, and I break the letter down in the word down in the various letters. And this means two hands, one in a cupping shape, which means that you've got something in your hand, and it's going through a door. So what does that mean? It means victory. It means you know, you've taken control of something. All right. It's been delivered into your hands. Okay, you've gone through the door and it's in your hands. You get the idea? In the New Testament, or in the Old Testament, in other places, it says, God says, I will deliver your enemies into your hands. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited here. I mean, this just blew my mind. Okay, so there's the Hebrew word. There's 20, 10, and 4. Okay, 20 in the Kaf, 10 in the Yod, which is the smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and Dalet. Remember, we're dealing with the Rothschilds here. We're dealing with the Saudis. We're dealing with Soros. They're all Jewish origin. I know the Saudis think they're Islamic, but I've already gone over that in the other video. Okay? What this means is, of course, that you ensnare. Okay? You trap them. You deceive them. You make them think, you know, that they're in charge, and that kind of thing, that they're going to win. And this is the good one. Destruction. This is saying that Donald Trump is going to destroy the New World Order. Calamity. That's what this is saying. Do you all see this? Do you all see it? Okay. There's a lot more I could go into here. There's a lot more in the Hebrew. Every letter in the Hebrew language also means a number. Okay? Yeah. Well, what about when he put 4, 10, 20 with 10 and 18? Very good. Very good. And we'll get into that later. I don't want to throw too much at you right now, okay? This is enough as it is for right now, for this short live stream YouTube. But this is why everything that was in there was so important, and why I was saying, no, there's more to this. Now, as I talked about in the video, Trump attacks the New World Order, I talked about him drinking that water, which is a swallowing, which also means I'm coming to get you. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to defeat you. I'm going to consume you. You're going to go away. That's basically what it means. Okay? So it's a two witness deal. First the 4, 10, 20, and then him drinking the water. That was not by mistake. All right? All right. No, it's not that you're stupid, Dan. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I can't I had to put this up as quick as I could right now. And if we go to some other things, I don't want to get into it that deep at this point, okay? I'll put a whole presentation up a little later about what these things are. But because of the video today, I just want to go ahead and get this out there. I do have other things to do, right? I mean, I'm not just a YouTuber, okay? I do have other things to do. This is enough right now, okay? All right, I would go ahead and what did Fiji have to do with anything? Okay, because the people that own the Fiji Water Company are involved with the Rothschilds and with the underworld of the New World Order. That's the first thing. And the second thing is Fiji, from what I understand, okay, I got this all up after all this thing came out, that Fiji is an area where they do human trafficking. Okay, so that's the tie-in, and you'd have to go to Liz Corkin. I don't know what she is on YouTube, but in Twitter, it's at Liz Corkin, and you know, you can start looking at the stuff that she has there, like I talk about on that video, Trump attacks the New World Order. Okay, so this is deep stuff, but you got to understand, it might be a little foreign to us, all right? But to these people in these esoteric, occultic areas, they know exactly what they're saying to each other. Liz Crokin, correct, Liz Crokin. They know what they're saying, and a lot of things that they say to us is in that same occultic, cryptic language, but we don't get it because we're not tuned to it. We don't have ears to hear and eyes to see. Do you see that? Trump understands it. I don't know where he learned it. I don't know who's helping him with it. Maybe somebody's helping him with it. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, this is for real, and it blows my mind. Okay? Are you going to watch Goodman and Morphonios tonight? I don't know about Goodman. I've talked about that Morphonios and Shepard Ambulance are bringing stuff out today. No, I don't think he got it from Kushner. And there's a reason why I think that. Okay? Kushner is a Lubavitcher Jew, but I don't think that Trump got this from him. I really don't. And I'll tell you why about that. Maybe no, he didn't get it from Netanyahu either. I can guarantee that. No, there's no way he got it from Netanyahu. Okay, so I'll just leave it there for now, and just think about this stuff. This is really incredible because this shows that there's a spiritual warfare just as much as there is a physical one. The whole thing is going on here right now, right in front of our eyes. And even though we may not understand some of the symbols and some of the language that's being used, the two sides are at war with each other, and we're going to be stuck in the middle. And that's why I say, make sure you prep, pray, and stay out of the way, because this is going to be a lot bigger than any of us, okay? And don't ever think I'm insulting you. Now, as far as Goodman and Morphonios, yeah, I'd encourage you to watch it. Morphonios, though, has done an incredible amount of work. He was there in Vegas right from the start. And Shepard Ambulance and him I guess they kind of work off each other. I don't think that was planned. I got the feeling like Morphonios was a little upset that maybe Shepard had kind of latched onto that. But it was inevitable anyway, because people like myself and Scott Anthony, we were looking at all the same stuff too. And then when we saw the anomalies at the airport, then we knew that that was the tie-in. Whatever was going on, the airport was key. And we said that right up front, right? And that's before I even saw the Morphonios stuff. But Morphonios and Shepard Ambulance certainly expanded on that. And then we said, it looks like, there was a high-value target, and I figured that. And so did Scott, because of the way the shooting was fashioned at Vegas, the way it happened, the single-shot bolt-action rifle, we could hear that. Then we could hear the automatic fire. So there was definitely more going on there than the liars, and I'm just going to call them that, Sheriff Lombardo and FBI Special Agent in Charge Rouse were willing to say. And no, this wasn't a national security issue. This was because elements of the deep state that are corrupt were trying to assassinate. I think it looks like Trump was there at LV at this point. It looks like he was there. I can't prove it, but it looks like from all the circumstantial evidence that Trump was there meeting somebody of importance, possibly one of the Saudi princes. Okay? So there we are. I'll leave it now for you. Yes, please go to Jake Morphonios, watch Jason Goodman on that, watch Shepard Ambulance from IntelliHub. I don't know if he'll have a video out, but he'll definitely write some things up for IntelliHub, and you need to see that. All right? Okay, everybody, I'm out of here. Like I said, thanks for coming. I appreciate everything that you've done and will do. And, we're in it now. It looks like this thing from Q is right on. To have a Rothschild helicopter crash today, 1117, right? 217. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. All right, guys. See you later. Out here for now, all righty? God bless you, and God bless President Trump. I get emotional. Yeah. For our children. God bless the United States of America. Out here.